Today we're going to talk about those measures of central tendencies. Well, this is a value that describes the center or middle of the data. Okay. So, there's three things that we do. The mean. Well, the mean is the average of the values. So how we find that is we find the sum. So we add all our numbers together and we divide by the total numbers there are. So if I have 10 numbers, I'm going to add those 10 numbers together and then divide by 10. And that's going to give me my mean. Okay. My median is the middle value. So what you have to do is you have to go smallest to largest. And then you start canceling. And then our mode or modes, because you can have more than one mode, this is the most occurring value. Or values if there's more than one. The most occurring mistake I see is people getting mean and median mixed around. You could think of mean as the mean people because they're the average people. I don't know. I'm trying to help you think of tricks to remember it. Median is long, so it's like you have to order them all, which creates a long line, and then you have to cross them out. I don't know. If you have any other suggestions to help us remember them, let me know. No. Okay, so our range then is what we're going to talk about. Our range is when we take the largest number and we subtract off the smallest number. So it's your largest minus your smallest. This tells me how spread out my numbers are. Because I know what you're going to say.
What do you think I'm going to say?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Okay, what's your suggestion?
That we don't do that.
Exactly. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to have examples and we're going to find the mean, median, mode, and range. So the first thing that I'm going to do is let's find our mean first. So for our mean, what we're going to do, you're going to want a calculator out for this. Okay, I'm going to take 89 plus 90 plus 88 plus 91 plus 82 plus 90 plus 88 plus 88 plus 86 plus 90 plus 92 plus 87 plus 89 plus 86. Enter. 1,236. So 1,236. And what am I going to divide that by? 14. Why am I going to divide it by 14? There's 14 numbers. So instead of canceling this all out in my calculator, all I'm going to do is press the divide button. That keeps my answer in there from the addition that I just did. And now you're going to divide it by 14. So we get 88.28. We're going to cut it off right here. What does that 8 do to that 2 if I'm rounding? Turns it into a 3. So I'm going to get about 88.3. So that is my mean. Okay, what do I have to do for my median now? Yep, put them in order from smallest to largest. Okay, so my smallest number is 82. I'm going to cross 82 off here on my list so I don't like mess up my order. You write them every single time. So 86, I have 286, so I'm going to write 86 twice. And then I go up in my thing and I cross out my 86. Then I have 87. Now I have 1, 2, 3 88s. So I'm going to write 88 3 times. Then I have 2 89s. I ran out of room sideways, so now I'm going to start writing them below. I have 3 90s. Then I have 91 and 92. Okay, now I'm going to start crossing them out. Does everybody have theirs lined up correctly? I'm going to cross off 82, which means I have to cross off 92. If you cross one off in the front, you have to cross one off in the back. Cross off 86, so I cross off 91. Cross off 86, so I cross off 90. 87, 90. 88, 90. 88, 89. I notice if I cross these two off, I'm not going to have any left. So what I do then is I add these two together. So I take 88 plus 89 to get 177. Then I divide that by 2. And that's going to get me 88.5. So that's my median. Another way that you could do this is if you're like, okay, 88 and 89 are easy numbers. What is halfway in between 88 and 89? If you know that's 88 and a half, you can go ahead and write that down. You don't have to do the math. But some numbers don't work out that nicely, so you just have to be careful for that. Okay, my next thing is my mode or modes. Which numbers or number occurs the most? Do I see the most often repeated? So there's 3 88s, but then there's also 3 90s. So then my modes, this time I'd have 2, would be 88 and 90. And then how do I find my range? What's my biggest number? 92. And what's my smallest number? 82. So what's 92 minus 82? 10. Do we have any questions on this? Okay, so I want you guys to work on number 2 without me.